I'm Dr. Sarah Arnold. I'm lecturer in media here at Maynooth University. I'm also coordinator for the MA in Critical and Creative Media. So the MA in Critical and Creative Media is formed of three general strands: media history, digital media, and audiovisual practice. Students can take a number of modules across different areas. So for example, they could take courses in media archives, they could do screen production, and this gives them a broad set of skills that they can bring into major projects and into future employment. So for example, this year we have students doing things like virtual reality, augmented reality. On the MA in Critical and Creative Media, students are not only able to undertake media modules, but they're also able to undertake modules outside the department. So for example, if students are also interested in subjects like law, geography, Irish, they can also do those as part of the MA. And that makes it a really exciting MA, that students don't necessarily just have to stick to media, but they can also learn about a whole other set of courses, subjects and skills. And because of the structure of the course, students can effectively choose their own adventure. Every student ends up with a different degree, no matter who comes in and what qualifications they have. Because there's so much optionality, students will end up with a very, very specialist degree at the end of the course. A lot of contemporary employers are interested in students with those kind of digital media skills, and particularly in evolving and emergent media areas. Because as we can see in places like Dublin and Galway and Limerick, there's a lot of new tech companies arriving, and there's not a lot more job opportunities in that area. Our students in media, they go on to study in areas or go on to work in areas like Accenture. They go on to the major broadcasters, they work in film and television production, they work in places like Odeon and social media marketing, working with the IFI, so the Irish Film Archives. And what they've been doing is learning about media archiving and film archiving. In addition, the students had opportunities to learn about things like Unity, which is a part of virtual reality. And so they're able to learn some of the software techniques involved in that. So the students are really engaged with the employers, the organisations that are kind of a core part of media industries in Ireland. So my own research is in women and early television history. I'm really interested in women as they engage with media at the point at which it's emerging. So I'm looking at the 1930s and 40s and the way women worked in production, the way they were considered as audiences. And what I find is that there's a lot more women in than we would think, and that they eventually filter out. So when we look at things like emerging media, such as virtual reality, we can see the same practices. We can see that there's a lot of women there from the very beginning that don't necessarily make it into the professional industries. And what I'm interested in asking is, why is this? Why do women start but don't necessarily end up in these industries?